Hmm? 1050.
Oh, it only goes to
All
1050.
Hi, everybody. This is Fran.
No,
Not
not
with
yet.
the Match Coalition. We're getting ready to get started, and we're so excited to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome with the
No,
Match
number wrong
Coalition.
is so. Kelsey, can you say the forum name? I mean the booth number again?
1072.
Yeah, but it's only up
So
to
1050.
1050. So yeah, yeah, till 1050 only, friend.
Okay, hang on one second.
Yeah. No.
Okay, the booth number is C3102.
Oh, you 102?
C is in Charlie, 3102.
3102. Okay, so I have to get the three.
This.
3102. Now, while they're doing that, let's go ahead and make our announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Fran Ayala Somiajala, and I'm joined by Kelsey Williams. Say hi, Kelsey.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy
We
to
also
be
have,
here.
we have Randy Fillmore, as well as Kim Gifford and Jade Miles. We're so excited to
C
have
for
everybody
Charlie.
for the event.
3,
Nargis,
1.
hey, Nargis, we're trying to make an announcement.
Yeah.
This is the fun of being live at an event. So we're literally taking you onto the show floor of HIMSS, where we are about to explore some of the startup community that's there at HIMSS. And Nargis, when you get ready to, can you turn your phone landscape, like turn it sideways for us?
Like this?
Oh, brilliant. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
So we're getting a little sneak peek into what's on the floor at HIMSS today. And we are about to step in and find out.
Okay.
What's up? What's it say up there at the top?
Can you read, Sophia? I can't hold and read at the same
All right,
time.
that's great. That's okay. Keep going.
Okay.
It's first time exhibitors,
Yeah.
government connections.
Yeah.
Awesome. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's see. Now, while they're walking into the Caesars Pavilion, just to let everybody know, HIMSS is a huge show, right? So the Caesars Forum is only one of 3 locations. The main location is at the Venetian and the Sands Expo. And this year, as HIMSS continues to grow, we see that they are located not only at the Venetian, but also at the Caesars Forum and at the Wynn. So today we're excited to be at the Caesars Forum, where they're showcasing new vendors, new suppliers and technologists. So let's see where we land.
Hey, startup. See this one?
Yeah.
Startup park. Okay.
We're headed to Startup Park. So let's just who's navigating is Nargis Muhammad, who is our enterprise systems administrator, as well as Sophia Mohammed, who is a volunteer in our information technologies solutions group. So Sophia, you want to drive us? Tell us who we're going to go meet first.
Yes. Let's see.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah. No, where we're gonna be.
Okay.
Very good.
Let's come here.
Okay. So pick your first booth and let's do it.
Okay. Should we do it here?
Yeah. And look, Dan is going to introduce it.
You have to tell them that.
Go ahead and introduce us to this gentleman right in front of us. I'm excited. Tell him hi.
Yeah, I'm Nafis Mohammed, and I and
we're doing
president is in the cause. He wants to
to
get
just ask questions like on behalf of our team members.
Sure, they want to
Some
ask
information,
questions?
Yeah, and get some information about what you do.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just put some personnel.
So do you want me to give you a brief
Yeah,
explanation
yeah,
of what we
that's
do?
good.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can definitely do that. So my name is Edward Reyna and I work with a company called AlertWet.
Mm-hmm. Alert what? Yeah.
And what AlertWet is actually an incontinent pad. You can actually see that up there. It's an incontinent pad that a patient would lay on. And
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that
the
sounds
patient would lay on, then what happens is, as soon as they run the solution, the AlertWet solution sends a signal to that caregiver, letting them know that they can see the volume of wetness for that patient,
Mhm.
and they can determine if they need to go change. Wetness.
I see. I see.
Today, there's really nothing like that. What's great about the AlertWet, and there's a video right there,
Mhm.
is that.
It's good.
Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
What's great about the AlertWet is that it actually gives a voice to the patient.
Mhm.
So let's say if I'm a patient and I'm in a coma and I've wet myself and I'm sitting in that for
A long time. Yeah.
it's 40 minutes. The problem with that is a couple of things. One is I could start developing pressure wounds,
Mm-hmm.
having moisture contact in my skin.
Mm-hmm.
After 15 minutes, you can just start developing pressure when your skin starts to break down.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that almost 50% of all falls in a hospital environment, or healthcare environment, happens when it's an incontinent fall. Somebody
Okay.
can't get out of bed
Got it.
because it's cold
Yeah.
environment,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they don't want to lay down anymore in their own.
Urine. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
It's a crazy situation, but there's really nothing out there that gives a notice to the caregiver and to the patient. So really, this is a system and a solution, a tool
Mhm.
that kind of gives that to
Got it.
the caregiver
And
know where to go and treat the
I
patient,
see.
and then of course the patient.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. That's really cool. We'll take a flyer.
Yeah.
So we
Yes,
have
please.
this right
Card
here,
here.
and this will actually play that video that you see up there,
Oh, okay. The QR code.
and
Oh,
then
sorry.
this one.
I'm sorry.
And I have a card, and then this is
Yeah.
a video right here as well.
Oh,
that's-
So that'll actually play the video.
okay.
Oh,
We'll
that's
save
awesome.
it.
Thank you so much. You want to
Thank
say anything?
you.
Do you have any friends?
Yes, thank you. That's fantastic.
Well, thank you. Where are you guys
Fantastic
from?
So we're all over the country. I'm based in San Diego, California. And then Randy, are you on the West Coast as well?
No, Melbourne, Florida, along with
Melbourne.
Kim.
Oh, he's on the other end. He's my
Very
direct
good.
opposite of the country, Melbourne, Florida. And then we've got some folks,
Well,
I think, as well in North Carolina and other parts of the country. So wonderful.
So what do you guys do?
Well, the Match
What do you
Coalition
guys
is
do?
Yeah, the Match Coalition is focused on applications of technology for maternal and child health. But
Okay.
Reach Healthcare also provides solutions for older adult populations and for stress management and health and well-being. So we're really excited to be able to see who all has different support solutions that are available. One area of importance is to be able to monitor moms as well. And so to see solutions that are incorporating use of, integrated into bed solutions are actually useful to know about. A great example is this, when moms have epidurals, sometimes they get eager to get up out of the bed before they're supposed to, and they may not have their sea legs yet.
You
So
know,
to know that there are solutions.
I'll tell you something in the future that they already have developed with AlertWet is Alert Blood. And it's because the mothers bleed out during
Yes.
delivery. And that same pad right here, I start manufacturing that. It might be at the end of this year or next year, but we already have the IP for the Alert Blood as well. So you have my information. We're in Northwell Healthcare, which is the largest hospital system in New York. But we're literally just getting started. So people like yourself are important for us to get the word out. So, yeah, so if there's an opportunity or if you guys have any questions about the Alertwood, I'd love to be able to answer those for you.
We would love to as well. We will definitely be in touch. Nargis has your information, and I'd like to talk more about your pipeline and the timeline for even if you're going to do some feasibility testing or pilots. We'd be interested in learning more and sharing that with our community as well,
That's
because our community
wonderful.
goes across the country.
That's
Yes.
excellent.
Yeah,
So we have
it's
the
so
IP
nice
for
to
the
meet you.
US and it's made in the US.
Okay.
And then in Canada as well. So obviously we have a big country to get our product out to. So very good. Very nice to meet you. Wasn't expecting that.
I know, we just started.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah. Thank you
Very
so
cool.
much. Yeah.
Absolutely. Could I
Nice
scan
meeting
your
you.
badge?
Yes. You want to do mine? Sister,
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
it.
mine. Yeah, that's very great. To connect also.
That's fantastic. Wow, Randy, that's awesome solution, isn't it, for hemorrhage prevention?
Very nice to
Thank you.
meet
Nice
you.
meeting you. We'll connect. Yeah.
Y'all should download the CompuLead because all you have to do, if you have the app, you download it, and then all you do is you scan everybody's badges. You scan yours first, and
Okay.
it ends up being your app. But every lead that you want to talk to somebody, you just go up and scan their badge, and you have all your information.
And it's through the HIMSS app itself?
No, it's through CompuLead, COMPU
Sorry, I'll.
lead.
Just one thing.
CompuLead, just go to your app store.
Okay, okay, guys, I hate to be rude. We've got to
Yes.
move on.
We will do too. Yeah.
We'll
Thank
get
you.
it.
Thank you so
It's
much.
amazing. Give us stuff.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Sorry.
On to
Yeah.
the next.
You change correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's next one.
If there's anything with blood pressure devices, that would be
Yeah.
interesting.
Hey, Nargis,
Yes.
Nargis,
Yes,
Randy put in a
Fran.
Randy put in a special request. Anything with blood pressure monitors or would be a
Yeah.
really
I
interesting
heard.
one.
I heard. Yeah. So let me
Okay.
just I'm taking. Yeah.
Or find the booths with the best swag so you can go ahead and fill up a gift bag.
As long as they mail one to Melbourne, Florida, right?
Yeah. Blood pressure. Also out of what is this?
What is this one?
What is this? That is what I'm seeing. Time to focus. What is this? Ask what?
Yeah, ask.
We're with our speech healthcare. Sisters administrator. So we just want to know something about it.
Everyone's from all over the country, so we're doing like a little Zoom thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Everyone is.
Yeah.
Tell you a little bit about.
I think you're.
Oh, I'm flipped. Okay, I'll just turn around this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. So Health Focus, we're a population health registry. We aggregate data in particular from community EMRs. So you think your non-Epics and Cerner's, a lot of your Allscripts and Primas and Breakfast Fusions, a lot of those community-based mom and pop type organizations. Our goals are to look at value-based contracting. So at an umbrella level, where the organization that contains all those different providers is accountable for cost of care, the quality of care, the risk profile of all those patients. So we pull all that data together, aggregate it, and then we provide feedback to the analytics teams within those organizations, the providers and support staff and practices, and really help them focus on operational goals for what to do with patients when they come in.
Okay.
To make sure that they're getting our service products.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have anything,
Do you have
Sharon?
any questions, Fran?
But
Or
ask.
ask?
I do. So, Office Ally is one of the oldest or longest standing EHRs and works a lot with outpatient environments, of course. Do you work with Office Ally? Have they been friendly in terms of being able to participate in this program?
Yeah, so we work with, I don't know, at this point, probably 50 different EMR vendors, and there are a lot of different primary ways that we extract data. Everything from standardized, we'd say like a continuity of care document, which is our most sort of prevalent source of data from a lot of those practices. And I believe Office Ally, I think that we have actually integrated with them with other organizations as well. Only a few connections. Most of our integrations are going to be Allscripts, Suprema, ECW, slightly larger, but we have done a lot with a lot of those smaller type EMRs. I don't recall any sort of personal engagements with them, but I will say I am relatively certain that they do follow certain standards for that data extract that has been able to be incorporated within the platform pretty easily.
That's fantastic. Now I'm curious to know, we're here, Reach Healthcare and the with our Match Coalition, which is maternal applications of technology for community health. And so maternal health is a big area, is the focus area for us. Do you see a lot of organizations leveraging a tool such as yours for registries that are regarding pregnancy or postpartum or maternal mental health or maybe depression, postpartum depression, or anything related to maternal infant health?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, we work with some FQHCs in the Los Angeles area that are very heavily focused on prenatal and postpartum care. Depression screening is actually a major component there, and I know it's a big part of the different payer landscape as well. So one of our goals with all of the value-based contracting is we aggregate all of that data, your PHQ-2s and 9s, your depression follow-ups, your planning that's documented within the EMRs, in particular for prenatal and postpartum. I believe there are some HEDIS and UDS measures that focus on both of those. And we send that data back to the different payers and IPAs to help support performance calculations for those participating groups. I will say that FQHC in particular is very focused on health education and those measures. So they have specific onboarding and programs to support that, in which they capture the depression side particularly. I think those EMRs, we've done a lot with TriMed to connect and extract data for prenatal and postpartum. And Athena and a few other systems specifically, but it is a broad focus absolutely in population health.
That's really fascinating. I have one more question for you. What about organizations, say, who perhaps might already have an existing registry? Do you ever partner with them? What does that look like? And how do you, provide assistance to them, but at the same time, allowing them to maintain the ownership and integrity of their data?
Yeah. So I would say we consider ourselves stewards of data, right? We don't own the clinical data. We don't claim to own it. So our job is to make sure that it's accessible to all of the organizations that we work with, whether it's a single EMR instance or whether you're spread across 100 of them. So we do a lot with data warehousing to help normalize that data, clean it up once we receive it, because there are nuances with not just every EMR vendor, but how every single practice documents and the nuances within those workflows. So a big thing that we focus on is getting that data into a standard structure that can be consumed and analyzed by the groups, whether that's with Health Focus. In most cases, we're looking at a single silo type deployment where all the data that we're consuming is then being fed through. But we also use a lot of exports as well. So even if it's in our registry, that's not the end of the story. We need to make sure that all of that data gets taken out of the registry and passed to all of those upstream systems that need to rely on that, whether that be a payer, the organization themselves, or another registry that organization is employing.
Wow. Well, we would love to invite you to come and speak to the Match Coalition, talk a little bit more about the power of registries. There's many organizations who either have one in place or who are interested in establishing one. And I'm sure many of them have quite a few questions. So Nargis and Sophia will gather your information, and we'll be doing a follow-up with you if you'd like to join in the Match Coalition on one of our future events.
That sounds wonderful. I would be honored.
All right. Nice to meet
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We took your business card.
Yeah, so we'll be connected.
Thank you.
Thank you. So next one.
Okay. That was a good one.
Okay. So let's go to, I'm just looking for that black one. That one. Yeah.
I think
Oh, again, something. Yeah.
There's this no, not self-service. Here. Behind that.
All your vitals in one place and they get.
No, we didn't see this. This is here.
Oh, what is this one?
Okay, you'll see. Hi. So we're here on behalf of Reach Health
program
Okay.
and
Our team is like from all over, and then we're like the Zoom right now.
Okay.
they want to know more about your what you do.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I can just turn it this way so it's more comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, so we make a patch which does vital monitoring. So if you see, this is what I'm wearing right now. This is a small device that you can wear and you can monitor about 14 plus vitals. Yeah. So this is for the patients, like either in the hospitals or remote patients that you don't have a services available. You can monitor their vitals and the doctors can see their vitals on their dashboards like this. And they can, prescribe medications and all this stuff. So you have like cardiogram, which is for cardiologists, which is real time.
Yeah.
4/7. Then on top of that, we do blood pressure, oxygen, temperature. So you see all the vitals what we do. So we keep this one of them.
So you are,
Yeah.
so they are monitoring blood pressure as well with that single device?
Yeah.
To talk
We can do okay. If you have any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan, you can
hi.
ask.
Yeah,
Hi,
sure.
hi.
Hi, I'm Fran with Reach Healthcare and Reach Healthcare's Match Coalition, which is maternal applications of technology for community health. Some of the
Okay.
organizations are focused in on areas like monitoring of cardiovascular health for pregnant women and women in
Okay.
postpartum. I'm curious
Right.
to know if your device has been validated for pregnancy BP monitoring.
Yeah, so we are currently working with the blood pressure that we have built a custom algorithm based on the ECG and a PPG data, right? So we are, right now gathering, but we are successful on the high blood pressure, but the low blood pressure, that's where, struggling right now. So what we are doing, we are building one patch, the belt. We have schematics ready. So that belt, we can measure the pressure and that belt will pass the data to the device, what we have the patch. So eventually we want to have the whole ecosystem together, but it's all wireless, right? So we have that schematics ready. So that's a next version. That's where we are working on that right now. But other than that, everything is there. So yeah, but
Okay.
this is the patch which is silicon based. So this is silicon gel based. So similar like what you do in the hospital, like you put the silicon gel and do the cardiogram. This is a medical grade device for that. Yeah.
I see. What's the profile of it? How large is it? Like if you held up your hand, how big is it? Or do you have one
Yeah.
handy we can look at?
So if you see this right now, this is the small as the weight is
wow.
20 grams. So I'm wearing
Wow.
one right now. And this is the
Okay.
hardware. This is the smallest hardware that would, if you see, right? So this is all designed in-house. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is a
Tiny,
3D
tiny.
print. Yeah. And this is the sticker which has silicone gel, right? So if you
Yes.
see, yeah. So you can. So I'm wearing one right now already here. And I'm wearing since
I-
morning. So
Okay. And so do you do you have FDA clearance currently?
yeah. So all the hardware that we have used on this one is all FDA compliant. So we
Okay.
are going to do 510K eventually
Okay.
in the next couple of months because we did
Okay.
510K already for other products in the past. So this is like,
Right.
I mean, we built some like healthcare products already for the medical device manufacturing companies. So, I mean, we know the process, how it's going to be. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, this is
Yeah.
really helpful. Well, I
Yeah.
wish you
So
luck
we
in
can
your
use,
5T.
yeah. So we can use this for any, let's say, monitoring of, let's say, pregnant woman for last month. So we do fetal monitoring with this one.
You
Right.
do fetal monitoring already
yeah.
with that device today?
Yeah, so we have another
Okay.
version of this where we do fetal monitoring already. So
I
that
see.
can be the, I think the good use case for you guys, for the
It
pregnant woman.
is.
Yeah.
And is that currently in the market in the United
Yeah,
States?
we do trials already in the India market right now. So we did
Okay.
this design completed, validation completed. Now we are doing marketing. That's why we are at HIMSS right now. So we just want to scale up, right?
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, very
Please
exciting.
get
We love to see
connected, right?
that.
And let me know if you need any samples. Maybe I can ship it to your facility. You can try them off and then see the
That would
data
be
by yourself,
awesome.
right?
That would be
Yeah,
great.
we would love that. We'd love that.
Let
So
me.
Nargis will take your information.
I am taking it, right?
She's scanning the batch.
Yeah, and you can ship
We
it.
took the
Yeah,
batch.
okay.
Oh, you did, right?
Yeah,
So you
I
can
want-
send me an email and connect me on your email so we can take it from you.
That sounds good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can have one of this. Maybe it's like a.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Please connect that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's take a 30-second pause. We'll take a 30-second pause
Yeah.
while they go head to their next booth. While they're doing that, I have
Yeah,
to
well,
say,
let's try
wow,
them.
this is amazing. Kelsey, are you following?
Yes, I am. This is fantastic.
Right? I'm being blown away. I feel like I'm right there at HIMSS.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, they're heading over to their next booth, and we'll just wait for them to get there. Um, ooh,
Yeah. I was
that's
really
the whirlwind. Huh?
Alert Wet. That was very interesting to learn about Alert Wet's what was it? It was wet blood.
Yes, that again, you just know you never know what you're going to find at these conferences, and particularly at HIMSS, they have such a variety of providers, solution providers coming out, and exciting to see what's coming, and to then be able to bring them here to the Match Coalition as well. It makes for a very special day. So I just that one I have high hopes for. If anyone has had that experience, I've supporting a patient, and being actually standing right in front of her, and then it becoming apparent that she's hemorrhaging. That's a scary situation. And seconds can make all the difference sometimes.
Absolutely.
Hi,
Second.
Fran. We found one of, I think it's real-time measurement of blood oxygen. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing?
Yeah, let's look at
Okay.
blood oxygen
Yeah, let me
saturation.
introduce you.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Absolutely.
So we're here from Reach Healthcare.
I'm the system administrator and
And our whole team is all volunteers. So they have some questions to ask if you want to introduce yourself.
so that we want to tell what is.
Yeah. It's an air wearable that you put on your face, and it continuously measures your blood oxygen and heart rate.
Mhm.
And we are the first one that gets FDA cleared to measure during motion.
Mhm.
Like other ones, they only do spot rating, or you need to do be at rest.
Mhm.
And this device, it stores all the data internally, but also sync to the app. So here's the app.
Mhm.
And you don't have to connect it all times. It stores the data, and also you can set the threshold that you want to be alerted at.
Okay.
So when your oxygen drops below that
I see.
level, it will vibrate on your ear, so you know
That.
you take a rest or take a deep rest or something like that.
Okay. Sounds good. Fran, do you have any questions?
I do have questions. So let me make sure I under
Sorry, could you
Hi
speak a
there.
little loud? Yeah.
Sure. So first off, thank you so much. It's amazing the technology that you have. And the
Thank
group
you.
here today is focused on maternal and infant health and well-being. And I noticed that you mentioned this device you can place actually in the ear. Is that correct?
It's on the ear. It's like on your helix.
Just on the helix.
yeah.
Nice. Very nice. That's amazing. And so the data points, where it goes directly to the app, and then can you share that information with the provider? It'd be used in connection with other vital signs for determining health and well-being.
Yes. So like for the data point, you can download the report and send it to like anyone you want. And also for the FDA cleared version, we only provide SpO2 and heart rate. But for our fitness version, so there's a different app, and that will give you like VO2, HRV, and all kinds of data, like our data. Like for the medical grade, we only gave like SpO2 and heart rates, because we just
Okay.
want to put the initial for FDA, and then we can like apply for the next one. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really helpful information. We've had at one of our previous programs, we had a presenter who talked about the correlation between oxygen saturation, heart rate, and elevated blood pressure. And looking potentially at, how those things can then help us determine whether or not an expectant mother might be pre-eclamptic, and detecting that in earlier stages. So having
Yeah.
such a low profile device such as this is really very fascinating.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Sophia
Thank you
and
so much.
November, Yes, get her contact details for
Yes,
sure.
Okay, you want to scan my badge?
Yeah,
We can get
sure.
connected.
And also, if you want to learn more, you can just scan this. It will our commercialization officer. Yeah. And he can like maybe discuss like how we can like interpret with each other and stuff. Like, sounds great. Yeah. Just scan this and it's just helpful for the can.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I can.
Yeah. So we can get sure. Because it's something that it's not just about disease. One particular field of reasons, right? In the oxygen related things.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, of course. You too.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I think
Well,
that's
fine.
only I think in this area, we have this many. We didn't go to last one.
We can go there. I guess I'll turn it around.
There's a lot of walking at HIMSS. You guys are going to get your steps in this week for
I
sure.
know. What healthcare? Yeah. Oh no, we don't want this.
Hey, who's that? Who's that with the scrubs on? What was that one with the scrubs?
It's networking healthcare worldwide. Do you want to discuss with them?
Yeah, let's see what they got there.
They're talking to someone, so we'll wait.
Okay, come on. We'll go back. We'll wait.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll go. We can go on to the next one and then come back to them.
We said we can go somewhere else and come back.
Yeah.
So guys, this is the only startup area, right? So
I think
Yeah.
and so yeah.
Who's next to them?
Next one is a healthcare AI hub.
Ooh, let's hear about it.
Okay.
Is there anyone there or is it just AI?
Yeah. No. Hi.
we are here from HIMSS25 as a system administrator. She is the solution, and our president and all the whole team is here.
And we're all over the country, so it's nice to have
Like an online.
yeah, like an online thing.
That's very
So-
intuitive.
So if you wanted to introduce yourself, if that's yeah.
I can do that. What does Reach Healthcare do, by the way?
It's Fran, you want to introduce yourself and
Yes,
talk about
yeah,
it?
turn it around and I'll introduce myself. Hi there, I'm Fran, Ayala Somiajula, founder and president of Reach Healthcare, and we're the founders of the Match Coalition along with HIMSS. Reach Healthcare, we are a global social impact organization that's focused on the overall improvement of healthcare for both patients and providers by identifying and creating innovative solutions. One of those areas of focus is in the maternal health space. And the Match Coalition is the maternal applications of technology for community health. So we're all about improving and educating on the value that digital technology brings to clinically appropriate areas of maternal health and well-being. So
That's
we're
awesome.
excited to learn about what your organization is doing, how you're leveraging AI to improve the overall outcomes. So tell us about yourselves.
I'll just turn this around. So it's
I'm Steven founded Forefort, and we are a platform to build conversational AI agents. So we automate primarily the calls, all the patient engagement. So think of simple use cases like scheduling, rescheduling, refilling, etc. All of that. And so that's what we automate, either inbound or outbound payment reminders. And on the other side, we have a real-time assist kind of solution, same platform, where if the call does fall back to a human agent.
yeah.
So if it's a complex pharmacy call, for example, then the agent will call back to a human agent. And our AI would listen to the call real time and will guide them what they should respond next.
Okay.
So by
Got it.
like your social aspects, I'm sure there's a lot of interaction between your team or your agents and between your patients.
Patients, yes.
So AI can either automate those conversations or it will assist your employees.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Listen to the calls, it will real time assist them that this is what you should do,
Mhm.
this is what you should respond to, and we monitor the compliance as well. So we bring in the empathy aspects of, and so if they're not empathetic, then we'll
will prompt the call and for supervisor to review. So
Oh,
that's on the assist side.
okay,
So we either automate or assist.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Do you have any questions, Fran?
Yeah.
Of
Just.
course we do.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi there. So thank
Yeah.
you for that overview. That's really fascinating. I'm curious to know if an organization wanted to adopt your technology, what is involved in getting started? Like the whole implementation. How does it get set up? How does the technology learn what it needs to learn in order for it to help the organization start to automate processes?
So it's a platform. So if you go to our website, floatboard.ai, you will see it's a very mature platform where it's a no code interface to train the AI agent, to build the workflows and train the AI agent, feed documents and so integrate with their applications. So it's typically 4 to 8 weeks of effort, but it's all no code. It's all like there's no coding involved to do that.
So, for example, does it listen? Like, let's just say, for example, if you had a clinical practice and a clinical practice wanted to implement it, would the AI then listen along with the scheduler or the receptionist to hear the conversation between the receptionist and scheduler and the patient and then learn from that? Or is it that the clinical team would actually have to write up or create scripts that they then feed to it? So can it learn by listening,
Listening.
or do we
Yeah.
have to like spend time writing everything up?
Primarily, it's it learns. Just give us the recorded calls as well. So yeah, it'll learn from that. So we don't need to listen. You don't need to give us a script. But typically, almost all the calls are recorded. So just I would say give us a few hundred calls recorded, and we can feed into the platform to learn. Right.
Wow,
So,
that's really awesome. Now, what if it were that someone wanted to have it to answer common questions, like the 100 most common questions that their patients ask about?
so just load all. So our platform supports to upload documents. So
Okay,
PDF, Word documents. Just upload it. It'll answer from there.
I see. What about from websites? So if, for example, the
We can
only
create.
website,
We
yeah,
can.
directly from
Yeah, we
specific
can.
websites?
So yeah. Just give the URL of the website in our platform. It will scrape from there, and so yeah, we have got all of those modules in our platform.
Ooh, I love this site. I'm so glad we stopped here, Nargis and Sophia. Make sure you get this gentleman's card. That's fascinating.
Yes, yeah. And
Yeah.
also scan this with my phone, the QR code, just turn around.
Oh, sorry.
Scan it and then just lead it. Yeah. And then I'll just save the page and I'll send it to you
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Can I scan you?
Yes, and we're just gonna scan the batch. Yeah.
So you're
You
in
guys are
Tracy.
doing
Yeah,
amazing.
we're in California. I saw that you're from Mosquitoes too.
Yeah. So Tracy
Oh,
is.
Oh, he's from Bay Area. He's from the Northern California.
Yeah. Hey, we're from Bay Area, so
Yeah, he's from Northern California.
Yeah.
Cal, from the East Bay.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
nice. Very
yeah.
nice.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, आप हैदराबाद से हैं.
I had the solution.
Okay, so you guys are gonna have to head on. Let's get to
Yes.
let's squeeze in one more
Okay, thank you.
before the day is over.
Should we do this one?
Squeeze in one more
Yeah,
before we
yeah.
wrap up.
Yeah. Reach out here on the system administrator and see if she's the solution manager.
Oh, very nice.
We're here with our team and
About
everyone's from
different,
all
uh,
around the country, so our
What's up, guys? How are you?
We want to know about
Hi.
your product.
Oh, good.
so I'll just turn this around so it's a little more comfortable. If you want to explain what
Yeah.
your
Yeah, that's so nice. Wishing you guys lots of happiness. Small martinis while I'm explaining about. So Forte is like a networking platform to strengthen relationships between providers and reps.
Mhm.
So basically, you have healthcare reps or medical device reps, laboratory reps. Everyone's trying to get into a doctor's office to schedule a meeting, and it's an outdated system here I think in the US where you're just like randomly going in and you're trying to schedule a meeting. So Forte is a networking platform. So you'll be able to follow practices. You'll be able to look for them. So you'll click on the doctor that you want. You'll look at their availability, their staff, their reps, their doctor to doctor network. You'll be able to book appointments with them. You'll be able to do a lot of follow up and leads. and has a social aspect that you get to be able to chat with them. So
Okay,
it's
nice.
forte.
That's so interesting.
Okay, wait, stop the vote. This is exciting stuff, right? Because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, it's really
He's having a great
challenging when
time.
you're working with particularly, you know, pharma companies for ages, right? They tend to like have to book their appointments with providers a year in advance. They can't just randomly walk into the facilities. But you also have other providers of solutions for whom would benefit from being able to provide educational information to provider populations, and they struggle with that. So tell us a little bit, let's dive a little deeper. How does this, in real life, how does this work? Do you subscribe to your platform? Where does the
You should,
directory of providers come
you
from?
guys are in one company or no?
Yeah, we're
So have the ladies here download the app. You start networking. Yeah. So you start. There's a QR code in there. So you search what practice you're looking for, and that practice, if they're not on the platform, you can invite them, which I'm hoping you guys should. And that's the idea. So you start exploring a practice, and I'm like, oh wow, you know, I want to visit Beverly Hills Dermatology. It says invite staff now. So you'll invite one of their staff members, and you start networking with them. You start texting them. You start doing your virtual meetings with them. You start doing in-person meetings with them. It'll give you notifications if any of the staff are celebrating a birthday. So the whole idea is to strengthen these relationships.
Wow. So you've taken CRM to a whole new level. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I love
CRM on
that.
steroids. I like that.
Yeah.
I know.
Very, very
We're
nice.
going forte. We're making the change. Yeah.
I see
You
that.
guys can make the change. That's
Yeah.
the idea is to make the change and go forte, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
nice.
Well, thank you.
We'll give
Thanks
your ladies one of this, you know? I'll tell you, you Sharpie this. Once you're going forte, you're not gonna come back, you know, you don't think so. We'll hand it over one. You guys are amazing. Wishing you guys success in what you do.
Yeah.
Thank
Let's go
you.
forte.
Thank you. Go
got
forte.
it.
Yes. Very nice. All right. Well, if you see one more on your way out the door, we'll stop for one more if you see one more good one, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up. I can't believe the time has gone by so quickly. But if you see one more, we'd love to squeeze one more in.
So these are the kind of the only ones. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
These are the kind of the only ones in the startup park. So should we move away from the startup park?
Okay,
Or should we
yeah, go
still-
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know, what was it, the blood pressure?
Yeah.
We were trying to find something regarding that.
Yeah, let's see.
If,
I'm so glad that we came to this location because, you know, the other floors are very,
better
very
fact,
packed and
actually.
there's a lot of noise. Yeah. We would have never have been
There's
able to
less
have this
noise.
conversation on the other floor. So I'm glad we
No,
picked this
it's
location. This is a nice location.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, it says it's integrating maternal and newborn health.
That is
Let's
epic.
go there. Let's do it. Let's close it out with a bang.
It's
Let's
not
do that one.
epic. It's about University of Washington, things like that.
Okay.
Web charts, there's
fantastic.
different options.
Okay, let's see.
So there's, can I zoom? I don't know if it's, oh yeah.
We
See
definitely
which
want to
one?
go maternal and infant health. Oh, fantastic.
Let's ask her.
There's this one. There's this,
Oh.
and there's this.
Oh, we just have to keep the ball rolling. I mean, I think we had till 1 o'clock, so we're doing well. This is where we want to land. Let's go one by one down the row. Let's do it.
Okay, sounds good. You want to introduce?
Yeah.
So as you guys can see, maternal health is big at HIMSS. Maternal health is big at HIMSS, and we are so excited and so honored to be here.
Yes.
Straight and she. And here our team is the president and
We're on like all over the country, so they want to.
Yeah, please tell us.
What we are doing.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a showcase like to show the maternal, integrating maternal and newborn health.
Okay.
And it starts from the system web chart where the patient is actually registered, like she decided that she's a pregnant and if you want to really show the entire use case for your audience, you would start from there.
Okay.
Now the system is like, it will be halfway through. I can explain after you finish this flow. I would recommend you to go start from there. We'll come here and then we show and we move on. So
Let's do it.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Like it. No.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is exciting. Jade, what do you think? Voting your I
This
feel
is
like I'm at
great.
HIMSS, okay? It feels like HIMSS. This is what HIMSS is like,
It's in real life almost.
right?
Thank you. Okay, oh, it's like a question, like a group thing. That's right.
Maybe go in close to the
Yeah.
her right, yeah, but to the left of this to the right of this gentleman, yeah.
So that's the risk calculator. There's also a tool clinical staff can use in this toolkit. And it is used to reduce the time required to complete a pregnancy risk assessment. That is used by Washington's Department of Social and Health Services. To auto-populate for fields that address and risk factors, anemia, gestational diabetes, cervical shortening, and also some social determinants of health. This cuts down on the amount of time that would be spent filling out this form, which has to be completely done. So, and then the staff can fill out any repeating information they want. They can also highlight additionally for referrals to the Department of Children, Youth and Families office, and then they send the form to the state.
Okay, send that.
Back within Epic, we've got Cynthia who's arrived and has had baby boy Colin. So as Dr. Salem, I am giving care to Colin, and we have done a few screens on our baby. We've noted in the past, Cynthia, our mom, has let us know that there is a paternal history of hearing loss. So we do a hearing screening in which Colin's left ear needs referral to audiology, and his right ear passes the hearing screening and is looking good. We also do a critical congenital heart defect screen in which the baby's blood oxygen levels are looking healthy and he receives a heart defect score of negative. We also give him his first Hep B vaccine. And then with that vaccine, we can discharge both the mother and the child from our house. A lot of newborn screening information is important to public health departments. So with that, we send our discharge message to the, it's an HL7V2 discharge message, and it is sent to our newborn screening program for the state, as well as a vaccine administration HL7V2 message is sent to the state immunization agency. So with that, we'll hand it off to the state newborn screening program, which is over here. Okay.
Consulting, I'm gonna tell you how public health can utilize this data. So
Look up, please,
newborn
look up.
screening public health programs are essential to identification of potentially serious conditions in infants so that they can get appropriate diagnostic testing, treatment, and services. Newborn dried blood spot testing looks for metabolic and genetic conditions in the infant. While many healthcare organizations have electronic integrations for other types of lab orders and results, dried blood spot testing has historically been a paper-based manual process. While not part of this presentation, many birthing facilities have adopted electronic test order and result, or ETOR, exchanges with their local public health lab based on national HL7V2 standards. However, as just shown by Epic, in addition to dried blood spot testing, bedside point of care screening is also used before discharge to identify newborns who have congenital heart defects or who are deaf or hard. Unfortunately, the sharing of point of care screening results in public health is again currently a very highly manual, paper-based fax phone process. But the HL7 Fire standard offers new opportunities
for newborn screening programs to fully automate secure access to authorized data captured in the EHR. What we are about to show you would not normally be seen by an end user, as the goal is to automate. But we will show the behind the scenes processes here to get you an idea of how powerful this approach can be. Our Firebase query scenario begins with the trigger event of the discharge information from Epic.
So I'm going to show the behind the screen, how the data is being processed and how we get the results of point of care hearing generated markers. So now at the newborn screening program, we have received a discharge message from Epic. And that is an HL7V2 based message. As you can see, it is very long. And based off the information that we received, like the demographic information of first name and last name, we trigger a fire query in order to retrieve the patient resource IDs, more information about the patient from the Epic server. So once we have that patient, as you can see here, this is the response. We have received all the information about the patient. We capture some details like ID of this patient and further trigger more fire queries in order to get the observations for hearing, congenital heart condition, birth weight, and all other observations from the Epic fire server. So I'll just show you an example of how the fire response for the hearing disease is going to look like. And as you can see here, the right ear ABR hearing screening observation, the result is passed. Patient passed that. Hearing is good. Similarly to the observations, we also capture the family history for this patient. And once we receive all the responses, we actually try to consolidate the information into a single output format for the downstream system to consume that information. And that information will so this is the consolidated information of the patient, demographic information, family history, the hearing screening, and the cardiac screening response.
Thanks, Jyoti. So yeah, you can see this is just an HTML kind of rendition, but this could be imported into a disease surveillance system, what have you. And as Jyoti pointed out, you got the demographics. You see the hearing screen results, one ear passed, one ear needs referral. And if you look on the patient's family history, there is a history of hearing. So it's really some very valuable information that we're able to obtain from the EHR. And really importantly, this set of transactions took seconds to process, right? We just wanted to show you the behind the scenes. So that ensures public health staff have timely and efficient access to newborn screening data so that they can provide the best care for affected children. So now I'm going to hand it off to our colleagues at STC to show how the previous vaccination messages for Cynthia and her new baby are sent to the immunization. Thank you.
Another key area is patient health and ensuring that our population is vaccinated, healthy. SCC and Red showing behind the scenes OBGYN at the birthing facility utilizing HL7 query and administration functionality, search for information, then put the vaccination for the mother and baby. SCC sends a response back. The patient information and updates the patient record, then the state immunization registry will maintain vaccination records for both CCR and baby. Within STC1, immunization registry will also be interfaced with the last year. So here you can see we have Cynthia Wilson for vaccination forecast. She was past due, not due yet, etc. And then we actually have her vaccination record right down here. You can see for RSV and the TDAP that just came over. Let's switch over to baby Collins. He came in as a new patient. Again, he has his vaccination forecast, what's going to be due in the near future. And then that Hep B dose that administered. And then for Cynthia, she actually maintained our consumer portal, her own record. She can actually see her vaccinations and forecast. And then she actually linked her
He gave me a Mac.
you know, his record as well.
Back then, so I just.
You all lost, and she won't be able to use it.
It is.
You can also add it back. It's also connected
And he said, as knowledge, she'll be able to connect with those states as well as in records, and she would move, she'll be able to pull those records. And when she's going to put her son in charge, she can put out her state certificate as well. And then when her and Colin are ready to go get another immunization, she goes to her local pharmacy, she pull up her records.
It's my cell phone powered after and it's powerful. No, it's now using those. Oh, it is. Yeah. It's you're saying.
Rogers, can you move to the other side of her so we can hear her better? There's too much feedback. Can you stand beside her, please? Thank you. Sorry about that, ladies.
Pharmacy and do their test. And they can get all the results.
Yeah, you need that.
So now pass it over to Washington at the very end. We'll be showing how the mother can pull all these health records together for herself.
It's a bit hard to hear, but she's moving us to the end.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and just stand beside the speaker maybe, because I don't want to hear about somebody's power pack.
Yeah.
As lovely as it is.
Washington State Department of Health's Washington Health Summary. It's a international patient summary and smart health summary and sharing form that we're developing. The Washington State Department of Health benefits from the increased engagement and trust with our state residents, as well as the increased accuracy and use of information that we manage from within the state health department systems that this scenario is showcasing. So through this app, we are working to help residents take advantage of the rights they have to obtain electronic copies of their own data, and put those into health summaries, and then also add additional data they'd like to include inside those summaries, such as advanced directives, and occupational information, which has come up in this scenario in relation to Cynthia's mercury exposure. And as well as patient attestation to their own health record. So we're adding on top of the IPS so that they can better communicate their health information. We also want to enable them to easily and securely share that with whoever they want, whether that's a provider or a family member. So I'm Daniel. I'm with the University of Washington in partnership with the Washington State Department of Health. I'm going to be playing Cynthia, who is going to our platform to make her own health. So she's logged into our site. She can just click get started. She's made a few summaries in the past, but now that she has some updated health information, she wants to know a new one. There's a list of EHR providers that she can select from. So she's found her own hospital's EHR. She can query that via Smart on Fire using her MyChart login to authenticate and get everything else. So she'll log into her health record here. We'll see a consent screen that just says this app will have access to your data for an hour. She can select data that she doesn't want to share with us. That's fine. And then that'll be filled into our site for staging. So we can review that right away. We can see the immunizations that we've picked up from the prenatal visits. We've got the RSV immunizations that are brand new. And she wants to add this additional data to them. So we have a form here to add occupational information. She works at a recycling plant. Again, she has mercury exposure, so she wants to be able to communicate that effectively. So we have some inputs here that use the same autocoder API provided by the federal government to standardly code patients' attestation to their occupation. But she can just put recycling. It'll give some close matches in the code set. She can see that we're using recyclable material collector as a close match. But she can see the same in here. And she likes material recovery facilities. So now that can be added to her summary alongside the information that we get from the EHR. And we can see that down here. Employment status, the job history, on the other side. And then for advanced directives, she has a advanced directive record in the Washington Advanced Directive Post Registry that attests to her religious preference to avoid blood infusions. So she can auto fill her demographics information here,
And then we query the registry and pull down that information that matches for a record. And you can see some structured data around that, showing the false details in our preferences. Also view that. So that's what a Washington Post looks like. Finally, once she's happy with the data that she can select, she could remove those specific information if she wanted to for like a more focused station summary. Now she's going to finalize the summary and create a shareable link. So she can protect it with the passcode or an expiration time. We won't bother with it right now. This is uploading the selections that she's made to our secure fire server, and then outputting a patient summary and packaging that inside of a smart help link for her to share. So this is all encrypted data that she can share through this QR code or through a possible. If anyone would like to scan the QR code, you're welcome to, but we can view that just by opening it here. And so that's going to pull down the encrypted data and code it. I maybe see that her patient information is here. Some of the problems and conditions that Epic has added to her record. And then here again is that Tdap RSV that we got during this scenario. Here's her occupation history that she added and this advanced directive information that came from the state registry. So at this point, both her and her child continue their lives. They can use this summary to share their histories as needed, and especially for complex care situations or emergency situations that come up. So we really appreciate you listening to our story. At the end, this is one of how interoperability makes a difference. You saw Cynthia's care journey. It started when WebChart sent specialty prenatal care information to Cynthia's inpatient health record at Epic that accommodated her travel between cities and enabled specialized clinical support to address her mercury exposure from her recycling occupation. This ensured that her child received appropriate newborn screening with actionable results that you saw at the JMC station, and they made that available to us and STC with public health. From there, STC was able to add those immunizations to the state immunization registry to reflect the new vaccinations. And finally, we at Washington State are empowering Cynthia to create and share the accurate, comprehensive health summary under her control to ensure she and her child receive the best possible care. So let me know if you have any direct questions that I can help you answer about this, or I can direct you to a appropriate stop, or go back through the stops and ask them yourself.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Fran?
She's not on call.
Not, okay. Kelsey? Kelsey, we have a room dedicated, we have to remove our stuff. Fran, Kelsey, I can't hear, see, just.
I'm here. You
Yeah,
said there's more
Kelsey,
stalls?
I think Fran is out of camera, so we need to go back to the room and remove our stuff because someone else will take the room, right? So.
Yes,
What do you think?
that's okay. That's okay. Thank you for taking us through
Yeah,
this.
of
This was
course.
fantastic.
So you want to wrap up the con or we just continue?
Or should we just wait until Fran comes back on?
Well, let's give it a moment, see if
Okay.
they can come back
Yeah.
on.
I'll just turn this off for a little.
Yeah, we'll just turn this.
Yeah.
Thank you both
Yeah,
so
you
much
can
for
walk.
taking us along.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
That was so exciting. So many great booths. I really love how they set up the maternal and infant health section.
Same.
And I think I was able to pull from that QR scanner the last booth that we were at, Washington State, in Washington State Department of Health. Wonder if it works, but I think this takes us to that test he was demonstrating. There you go. I just put the link in the chat. And I just want everyone to know that after today, we will be compiling a list of all the booths that we visited today and sending those out to all of participants. Nargis is going to work to get all of those names to us. So look out for that email as well. There you go, just in time. Fran, we had to go ahead and head back to the room.
Oh, move. It's out. We just emptied the room because someone else was in it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Here.
All right. So
Yeah, we just removed our stuff from the room. Yeah.
let's close it out then. Well, guys, this has been amazing. Does anyone want to share any questions or comments before we close out? All right, our regular scheduled time for the Match Coalition, of course, is every third Tuesday of the month. So we do have the next Match Coalition coming up
Can we move
on
on to the
okay. Kelsey, help me out. The date is
Oh, you're asking for the next Match Coalition. I apologize. I can't really hear you.
It's
There.
March the 8th. March the 18th.
Yeah,
It's
March 18th. It hasn't moved.
It hasn't
I'll
moved. It's
just
always the
lower it
third
down.
Thursday of the month, third
Transfer.
Tuesday of the month. So we'll be excited to see everybody there. And thanks for everybody for supporting Reach Healthcare's participation as a non-for-profit collaborator of HIMSS. We greatly appreciate you all, and we'll be seeing you in a couple of weeks. We'll be sending out a list of all of the exhibitors that we watched too. So be on the lookout. For those of you who attended, you'll be receiving those as well. Okay. And those, oh, one more thing. And for those who participated, Kelsey, I believe we have a little thank you in store for them as well, right? They receive a gift card, a Visa gift card.
Yes,
For their
absolutely.
participation, because this was a lunchtime event. And we wanted for everyone who registered and participated to be able to enjoy a nice lunch on us. So you will be receiving a Visa gift card for lunchtime. All right. Thank you,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
all.
Yeah, we will go ahead and do our marching to
Stay
next
with
this one.
us. Narja, stay with us. Thank you, guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.